Voting officials expect record turnout nationwide. Some races could have a big impact as well on the balance of power in Congress.
One of those races is in the state of Pennsylvania. That's where we find Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera. Madeline, good morning. You know, voters say the top issues on their minds as they vote this year are inflation, abortion, access, and crime. So how are both parties trying to use these issues to motivate their voters?
Hey, good afternoon, or good morning, rather, Brian. I missed a little bit of your question there because a truck passed by and it was hard to hear your question. However, I did pick up on the earlier part of what you said there. And yes, Republicans are really focusing right now on the issues of democracy, or rather the economy and inflation. They're seeing a boost of enthusiasm, especially as they headed into Election Day, ahead of Election Day. Typically, the party in power, which in this case are the Democrats, they see a loss of seats in the midterm elections, and a lot of political experts are predicting that those historical trends will hold. Republicans have been trying to rally their voters again around the issues of the economy and inflation, which has been shown time and time again to be the #1 issue for voters. But Democrats are trying to mobilize their voters around abortion and what President Biden called ongoing threats to democracy. We've seen a lot of voter enthusiasm outside of this polling location in York, Pennsylvania. We saw a line of voters before the polls even opened at 7 a.m. local. So clearly people here know the stakes of this year's midterm elections. Brian.
Yeah, so Madeline, let's talk a little bit about how Democrats took control of the Senate in 2020. I mean, those were incredibly narrow margins. This could be another razor-thin battle for control of the Senate this year. So what races are we watching in this case, especially where you are in Pennsylvania?
Well, right now in Pennsylvania, we are watching the race between Democratic Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman and Republican celebrity Dr. Mehmet Oz, who are vying for an open Senate seat here. But I've also got my eyes on Arizona, Georgia, and Nevada. Nevada in particular is very interesting because the Democratic incumbent senator there, Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, she's facing a tough re-election bid, a tough challenge from her Republican opponent, Adam Laxalt, and political experts have said this is one of the best pickup chances for Republicans. And so that's why you've got a lot of Democrats really focusing on Pennsylvania, hoping to flip this Senate seat here that was once held by outgoing Republican Senator Pat Toomey. They're hoping that they can flip this seat here as a sort of insurance if they do lose Nevada, Liz.
All right, we'll see how things turn out. Madeline Rivera reporting live from Pennsylvania this morning. Thank you.